Okay, so now we're going to write the ionic compounds. How do you do that? So that's where I give you the words and you write the ions. So before we had the ions, we said the words. Now we're doing the other direction. So first, you write down the symbols for the ions. Then you figure out what their charge is. How do I figure out the charge, Mr. G? Well, we'll see that in a second. Or if you remember from before. And the charges are supposed to cancel each other out because in an ionic compound needs to be neutral, meaning the pluses equals the minuses. So how does that work out? We'll see in a second. Okay, so here we have our charges again. Everyone in the first row is going to be a +1. That's just the way it is. Everyone in the second row is going to be a +2. Skip the transition metals for now. They're coming up later. Third row with aluminum. That is going to be, and occasionally the boron, that's going to be the +3. Aluminum is definitely the metal. Don't worry about the 4s for now. Then we have the -3s, the -2s, and then the -1s. Notice the noble gases don't have anything. And what's hydrogen doing there, troublemaker? He's over there as a +1 and over here as a -1. What the heck is he doing? Well, if hydrogen lost an electron like a metal, it would be in the front as a +1. If it gained an electron like a nonmetal, because remember hydrogen is more of a nonmetal based on its electronegativity, it belongs on this side, it gets a -1. So if the ending ends with an H, that's a hydride. If it starts with an H, it gets the metal treatment, which is hydrogen. So just be aware and be careful. And then there's other specifics, which you get to acid namings, which another category later. Okay, so let's do some examples. Simple ionic compound. Simple meaning that the pluses and the minus are the same number. So K, oh, here's the word, potassium bromide. So you look on the periodic table, potassium is K. It's in the first column, so it's a +1. Bromide is bromine, which is a -1 because it's a halogen. So +1 and -1, the charges cancel, so you just write it KBr. Easy peasy. Magnesium is Mg, +2, second column. Oxide is -2, oxygen column. So +2, -2, the charges are the same, so they cancel, and you end up with MgO. But Mr. G, the PowerPoint said before OMG. Well, metals always come first. Metals are always positive, so when you write them like the periodic table is, metals first, non-metals second. Aluminum nitride, aluminum +3. Nitrogen nitride is a -3. So +3, -3, they cancel. So all you do is just ALN. That's it. Easy peasy. Now, if they don't cancel, we have to do something else. What we do is, a shortcut is called the crisscross method. So you crisscross the charges, the 1s cancel, and the charges cancel. So what do you mean? Well, let's take a look. So we have our ion charges. You do the same thing we did before. We look up the ions, and these guys we just did before. They're easy, one same number. But magnesium is a +2, chloride is a -1. +2 and -1 don't cancel. So what do we do? No math here. Crisscross and then down. So the 2 goes down, and you see that here. And then the 1 goes down. The 1, it's invisible 1, like 1x. It's there, but you don't really see it. Usually don't write it, but it's imaginarily there, like an invisible 1. It is. What about the charges? The charges disappear during the crisscross. This tells you that there's 1 magnesium and 2 chlorides, which I will explain how the charges are balancing out when they do this. Okay, so but the crisscross is like a shorthand method of quickly doing that, which is a nifty thing. Sodium sulfide, sodium plus 1, sulfide minus 2. Don't cancel, so they have to crisscross. So they crisscross, and you end up with Na2S. So look what happened. The 2 came down here, so it's Na2, and the 1 came down and went bye-bye. Aluminum oxide, my personal favorite. It's a 2 and a 3. What did the 2 and the 3 do? They do the 2-3 combo. They switch. And because there's no ones going away. So it's 2 and the 3 switch. So the 2 goes down here, and the 3 goes down here. It's like do-si-do. They do the switch.